Hello, welcome to our channel. So we have seen in the first video we the trade we took on the 14th, first trade of our Bank Nifty new plan. So I have added the point here like a learning column. So exit was good as planned and exit should be entry could be little better, but just like for future reference we can go through these details. It will help us in our learning. So I'll quickly walk through the 15th, the next day trades we took, and uh, we had around 1000 profit in it. We took two trades. First one is 919. So we'll quickly see this first trade first on 15th. Okay. So before going to the 15th, what I want to add like once it's 10 o'clock. So what we does, we remove these fib levels from multiple fib levels to short fib level, so that will go back on that day only. And now we have, now it's 10 o'clock and we have new fib levels, like this was the high it made till 10, and what is the low till 9:30. So for 9:30, like this was the low in between 9:30 and 10, and this was the high. So we expand these fib levels, okay, and we have this Monday first fair value gap, this New York opening gap, first fair value gap, and we have exited this trade here, and we have like closed on for the day. But we keep these levels and all handy for our next day trade. So now we'll move to the next day, 15th. Here we are 15th July, Tuesday. Okay, so here you can see this first fair value gap, New York opening gap range. This is coming from the previous day, okay, and this orange color line, this is something Monday first fair value gap of the last day, and this we extend to the right side, so it will be there for all the days for us. But this will be for the same day and just for few minutes on the next day as well. We'll keep refer it. So on 15th we were ready with our screens Nifty and Bank Nifty, and it the bias, I think it was bullish, and in the first move itself, first minute candle itself, it has given a big move. We can say around like 56 700 to 56 900, almost 200 points move in a single candle, 1 minute candle. So that's a big move. And after that, it was in range. But what we did, we entered little early in our first trade at 919. So 919 would be this candle. So it was in range for first few minutes. Then when this candle was forming and it was not closed, and before forming this candle and just before this candle, like at 918, we must have seen this hammer type candle, which is like took liquidity from this previous candle low, and solid hammer type candle is formed. So we thought okay, it will go continue move upside, but it did not as we planned. So this was our first trade, and the reason was like bias was upside and it formed this hammer candle before this. So we took this trade at 919, and we I think waited for a few minutes. It attempted one more time 921, and it took liquidity from high side this level and closed below. So we exited early, I think so, and the time was 9:30. Okay, let's see where it was at 9:30. So we give it some time. So at 9:30, like it came back and then again it tried to move upside. Here also we waited till this point. This candle is formed. You can see this reverse hammer candle 9:30. This was something we were not expecting. So once this candle is formed, it tried to move upside and failed. Then we exited our first trade in loss, and it was as per plan and it was in control. So that's okay. So I think in first trade we had a loss around 627 entry and 604 exit. Around 15, 16 points loss, minus 164 or even, and again two lots. So that's good and good exit. No big loss as we are expecting. This was for the first trade. Then we waited for some time and it was not going down also, consolidating for few more minutes. Here it formed this first fair value gap for the Monday. We drawn it, and I think then we took our second trade at 947. Okay, at 947, this candle. Okay, this second entry. So what it did, it formed this first fair value gap. It tried to move upside, then again came back, but we can say this order block was there, and it we have few wicks at the downside, but closing is above this order block, and finally it gave us some good move after this long consolidation, we can say, in 1 minute chart. And anyway our bias was upside, so we took our second trade here, and back of the mind our exit was like this level. If it closes came back, if it would have came back to this low and give a closing below this level 56,806, then we would have exited our trade in short side, and that would be our end of the day. Like we won't go again for look for the third trade. Two trades, if both are there, those are in loss, then we will exit, close for the day. But here it moved in our direction as we planned. So uh, we have like holding this trade and exit. I think here we took it for 955. So we keep watching Nifty also, as I have mentioned. We are not only watching this bank Nifty chart, 1 minute chart. We have parallelly we looking the Nifty chart also, how it is behaving. If it is not in sync and not trading as we are expecting in that direction, then we plan our exit, or even the first place also we don't take a trade if it is not in sync. So here at 9:55 we have this Monday first fair value gap, this orange color line. You can see this level also, Monday first fair value gap. This acts like a resistance, and we don't want to, like, in our early days. Now we just started trading bank Nifty with our new learnings and all, and we want to take it slow and consistent for the long run. So we try to take one trade each day, and losses should be in control. So that is the main purpose of our trading, at least for 1 year. First 1 year, then we can see how we want to proceed further. So based on all these things, we exited on the first like this level resistance, we can say. It touched this 955, this, and before this also it gives some weakness here, this candle. And I think Nifty also, it was not that much in sync, so we exited our trade here, and we made few points profit from 608 to 647, around 39 to 40 points. So profit amount it is in 2700. So overall for that day it is around 1000 profit. So this was our second trade, and I can market exit here 955, exit second trade. So we can keep these drawings, these things in our chart, so that in future we can refer it whatever we can. Even though after our exit, it it tried to attempt again, it has broken this high, came back from this hammer candle, took support of this fifth level, then it give a breakout of this Monday first fair value gap and give a good move after that also. But that's okay, like this is a part of trading, so we should be in peace, or like we should accept these things, it will happen, but we should follow our plan, and that's all okay. There should be no regret and no fear, no greed. Like those should be the enemy for our trading. So we should avoid all these things from our mind. We should keep it consistent and try it each day, every day. Okay, yeah, that's it for the second day trade. Thank you.